session we will learn about production possibility curve. Now PPC is production possibility curve. It is also known as production possibility frontier, that is PPF, or transformation curve. Now what is PPC? PPC is a curve which indicates the different combinations of two goods or services that an economy can produce with given resources and technology. Assumptions of PPC. For PPC to work well and fine, there are certain conditions which needs to be maintained. Number one, it is assumed that economy is producing only two goods and services. Number two, it is assumed that resources and technologies are given and constant. Number three, it is also assumed that resources are fully and efficiently utilized. And number four, the last one is, it is assumed that all the resources are not equally efficient to produce all the goods and services. Like there will be one resource which can produce X goods in more quantity in comparison to Y goods, and there will be other resource which can produce Y goods in more quantities in comparison to X commodity. Say for example, there is a farmer and resources available with the farmer is say rupees 20,000 and 1 acre of land. Now the option with the farmer is either he can produce rice or he can produce wheat on his land. Now the farmer can choose to produce only rice, or he can choose to produce only wheat, or he can choose to produce both rice and wheat. Now depending on the situation, the farmer can produce different combinations of rice and wheat. Now there's different combinations of rice and wheat there. As you can see, there are 5 combinations of rice and wheat. The farmer can choose to produce only rice and not wheat. In that case, he will produce 100 tons of rice and 0 tons of wheat. Now if the farmer wishes to produce some amount of wheat along with rice, then he can produce 10 tons of rice along with 10 tons of wheat along with 90 tons of rice. So there are 5 different combinations of rice and wheat that a farmer can produce with the available resource of rupees 20,000 and 1 acre of land. Now this table is also known as production possibility schedule, and this curve is known as production possibility curve. That is basically the graphical representation of this table. This curve is production possibility curve, which shows 5 different combinations of two goods, that is rice and wheat, that the farmer can produce with the given resources and technology. Now what does the points inside the PPC or on the PPC or outside the PPC indicate? Now PPC is the maximum possible production, that this is the maximum quantity that you can produce. Now if you are operating below this maximum, that means you are underutilizing your resources and the production is less. So any point inside the PPC indicates underutilization of resources, that is point A and point B. Any point on the PPC indicates optimum utilization, that is the best utilization. You are getting the maximum possible output. So you can say that you are optimally, or you are utilizing the resources in the best possible way. Any point outside the PPC, that is E and F, you are crossing your maximum limit. Now when you cross your maximum limit, that implies you are in the process of growth. Hence any point outside the PPC indicates growth of economy. Now MRT, marginal rate of substitution. MRT means when you are producing two commodities, and in that case if you want to increase the quantity of one commodity, say you are increasing the quantity of wheat from 0 to 10, 10 to 20, to 30, 30 to 40, in that case you need to sacrifice few units of other commodity. When you want to produce 10 units of wheat, you need to sacrifice 10 units of rice. So when you are increasing the quantity of wheat, you need to sacrifice few units of rice. The rate at which you are sacrificing is marginal rate of transformation. So marginal rate of transformation is what? It is the rate at which we need to sacrifice one commodity to produce few units of other commodity. Now why do we need to sacrifice one commodity? As mentioned earlier, it is assumed that the resources are constant. So when you want to produce extra units of wheat, you need to shift your resources from rice to wheat. As a result, production of rice will decrease. Say in this case from 0 to 10, we are sacrificing 100 to 90, we are sacrificing 10 units of rice and we are gaining 10 units of wheat. So MRT is 1. Here 90 to 70, sacrificing 20 units of rice, 10 to 20, gaining 10 units of wheat. So MRT is 2. Similarly, in third case, MRT is 3 and MRT is 4. The shape of PPC. PPC is generally concave towards the origin because MRT is always increasing, but it can be convex or straight as well. So PPC can be concave towards the origin, PPC can be convex towards the origin, or PPC can be a straight line as well. Now PPC will be concave when MRT is increasing, and if MRT is decreasing, PPC will be convex, and if MRT is constant, PPC will be straight line. So when PPC will be concave, when MRT is increasing, when PPC will be convex, when MRT is decreasing, and when PPC will be a straight line, when MRT is constant. Now shift in PPC. There can be a rightward shift in PPC or there can be a leftward shift in PPC. Now PPC can shift to, when PPC will shift to right, say from this position we are moving to this position. That implies production of commodity X and production of commodity Y, both are increasing. Only in that case PPC can shift to right. So PPC will shift to right when production of both the goods will increase. Now when production of both the goods will increase, say for example there is advancement of technology, and because of the advancement of technology we can produce more goods of more commodity X and commodity Y, or we have discovered new resources. When we discover new resources, the quantity of available resources will increase. As a result, PPC will shift to right because we are able to produce more quantity of commodity X and commodity Y. Or we have more number of skilled laborers. Now if we have more number of skilled laborers, they will produce more commodity with less resources in lesser time. As a result, PPC will shift to right. Now rightward shift of PPC indicates economic growth. As I said earlier, this is the maximum possible production possibility. Now when we are moving rightward, we are breaking this maximum possibility. That implies our economy is in the process of growth. Hence we say that rightward shift of PPC indicates economic growth. Similarly, PPC can shift to left as well. Now when PPC will shift to left, PPC shift to left when production of both the goods will decrease. The way PPC shifted to right when production of both the goods increased, similarly vice versa, when the production of both the goods will decrease, PPC will shift to left. Now what can be the reasons? Number one, depletion of technology. If we are using outdated technology, if we are using obsolete technology, in that case production will be less. As a result, PPC will shift to left. Say it might happen that we had lost our resources because of natural calamities or war. So when we lose our resources, in that case the available resources will decrease. As a result, production of both commodity X and commodity Y will decrease, and hence PPC will shift to left. Or we have more number of unskilled laborers in comparison to skilled laborers. Now unskilled laborers will not be able to work efficiently. As a result, production of both commodity X and commodity Y will decrease and PPC will shift to left. Now the way rightward shift indicated economic growth, vice versa, leftward shift indicates downfall of economy. Now movement along the PPC, we can move from point 1 to point 2 or 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5 or 4 to 2. Anyway we can move along this PPC. What does this movement along the PPC indicates? This movement along the PPC indicates that resources are being transferred from production of one commodity to production of other commodity. Say for example, if we move from this point 1 to point 3. Now on point 1 we are producing 100 units of rice and 0 units of wheat, whereas on point 3 we are producing 70 units of rice and 20 units of wheat. Now when we move from point 1 to point 3, quantity of wheat increased from 0 to 20 and quantity of rice decreased from 100 to 70. So we can say that we shifted our resources from production of rice to production of wheat. Or say for example, if we move from point 4 to point 2, now on point 4 rice is 40, wheat is 30. on point 2, rice is 90 in comparison to 40. So rice increased from 40 to 90, and wheat is 10 in comparison to 30. So wheat decreased from 10 to 30 to 10. So we can say that we shifted our resources from production of wheat to production of rice. So movement along the PPC indicates that we are shifting our resources from production of one commodity to production of other commodity. If we are moving downward along the PPC, means we are shifting our resources from commodity Y to commodity X. And if we are moving upward along the PPC, that indicates we are shifting our resources from commodity X to commodity Y. Now rotation of PPC. PPC can rotate on X-axis or PPC can rotate on Y-axis. PPC can rotate outward on X-axis or inward on X-axis. Similarly, PPC can rotate outward on Y-axis or inward on Y-axis. Now what does this rotation mean? If PPC is rotating outward on X-axis, that indicates increase in production of commodity X. PPC rotates inward on X-axis indicates decrease in production of commodity X. PPC rotates downward on Y-axis indicates decrease in production of commodity Y. PPC rotates upward on Y-axis indicates increase in production of commodity Y. So rotation, outward rotation indicates increase in production, inward rotation indicates decrease in production. If you have any questions, feel free to post your suggestions and questions in the comment section. Thank you. Have a nice day.